Hello! And welcome to Killer Love Part 4? 5? Okay. With one safe day. Chapter 5, A Brand of Happiness. Yes, a brand of happiness. Oh yeah, so part 5 this would be. Incredibly dark. It didn't matter if my eyes were opened or closed, the image didn't change. Actually, brief thing. We're basically finished with the journal. We're sitting in a bed. I think we still are sitting in a hospital bed, maybe. Wrote a journal about the past, so if you don't know, if you want to know about that, go watch those videos or play the game if you really want. I'll do it. Incredibly dark. It didn't matter if my eyes were opened or closed. The image didn't change. Something wasn't right. The air smelled different. Grace made a soft moaning sound in her sleep. I thought we were away from Grace. She lay next to me. I reached down to make absolutely sure she was here. Jack. Not Grace. To hear her voice instead was like finding a snake in my bed. Quite calming. I almost fell over a nightstand. Are you okay? Bad dream. Stay! Oh! She touched me, skin against skin. Nah! Touch of a girl. I remember where I was and why I was here. Better? No. Yeah, sorry about that. Good. I settled back onto my side of the bed and ruffled my head from my hair. You startled me. I didn't mean to, though technically I wouldn't want to. It's okay. I know you wouldn't do that. You don't know what I'd do or not do. Because you love me. Yes, yeah. Dear Diary. Who's writing the diary? Is it me again? It's her, but it's her, it's Anna. It's all been worth it. All the years of waiting and hoping have been so worth it. I never expected it to go as well as it did. Now I feel so silly I ever worried. Grace, the horror, is out of the picture. Definitely Anna. It was easy. She is so scared of everything, and Jack is all mine. I expected he would struggle a lot more. I'm so proud of him. Even in the terrible state he's in, no memories of us at all, he knew his heart he should be pick me over her. You're so cute, Jack, the way you're absolutely helpless without me. I'll pamper you a little more. I can do that. There's no hurry. There's no rush. We've reached our happy ending. Sure we have. I paced around Anna's bedroom. Step, step, step. Turn. Dance move. Step, 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 and turn. Step, 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 turn. Twist and on it. It wasn't a very large room, about the same size as mine, and step, 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 and turn. It was dark. The curtains were drawn. It would have been dark without them too. The alarm clock neon green digits hovering in the dark showed that it was 5:10 a.m. And that was Monday. Step, 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 and turn. Anna's bedsheets rustled. She mumbled something and sat up. Jack, why are you? I took in a deep breath and helped me keep my voice from shaking as I answered. It's nothing. Go back to sleep. What is it? Something is wrong, isn't it? Tell me, I'll make it go away. No, please. It's stupid. Tell me. I stepped closer to the bed, banged my shin on its side and sighed. Ah! It's Monday. God, not the Monday. Anna glanced over my shoulders at the alarm clock. Yep, it is. It is, yeah. So, I have work. When I came back to an empty apartment, it was early Friday morning. I had missed work on Friday. I must be on thin ice already. I didn't even call in. And Just don't go. But if I don't go today, they'll fire me for sure. So? What do you mean, so? I kinda need the job. This is serious, you know? Life matters. Don't be upset here. Anna got up lazily and kissed me. Held me, even. We stood there for a few moments in silence. Yes, kinda awkward. Can I leave for work? There. Doesn't it all seem better now? Nah, feels weird. Uh-huh. No, sweetie, you stay in today. She pressed herself harder against me. I felt her softness, the heat of her body. I could hardly feel anything else. You don't want to go to work, do you? I don't, but I mean I have to. You don't have to. It'll be fine. The world won't end. I guess not. I was going to complain, but again, she pressed her fingers against on my lips. You know what? An idea just came to mind. If you move out of that awful apartment and come live with me instead, you won't have to work in that awful store anymore either. That sounds nice, doesn't it? It did sound really good. Anna understood me so well. Almost as if we were childhood friends. But I wasn't sure myself. I asked if it was really fine for me to stay here for good. Of course. I wouldn't want you anywhere else. Now she seemed really nice, but not fucking us. Dear diary. Oh my god, oh my goodness. How is it going so well? It never worked so well before. Not with the patients I tried it on. Even though they were terminal. Even though they had no one to visit them. All of them kept themselves right up to the end. But with Jack, I can do anything. He's like clay. I could change him into anyone, anything I want. How awful. He's so lucky that it's me doing this. Could you imagine someone else with this kind of responsibility? No, what am I saying? Nobody else could make him so willing to change. Me, only me. He's only like this because he loves me so much. He's always loved me, even when he didn't realize it. And he'll always love me, and I'll always love him. And we'll be together forever. Forever. I'm so happy I could scream. Right now, I'm only teasing him a little, but that's okay. We have all the time in the world. Unlike those other boys, he's not about to expire. Days went by, maybe weeks. Jack? Come on, Jack. A laugh. If you don't let go of me, I can't go to work, you know. Then don't go. Stay here. Hey, one of us has to go. Yeah, I can go. We need to live. I need you to live. I don't know what to make of this. It's very sweet, but I still have to go. I wouldn't budge. I'm gonna ruin your life, woman, just like you ruined mine. Though I still have no clue what you've technically done. She ran her fingers through my hair. I liked that, apparently. If you get off me now, I promise I'll have a special surprise when you get back home. When I get back. Really? Really, I promise. Okay. I forced myself to let her go. After she went away, I lay back down on the bed. I waited for her to come back. I did nothing else. What a bad life you live in. Anna's surprise was a big plastic bag. It was swollen, full of something. I looked at her, then at it, then at her, and frowned. You'll see. This wasn't exactly the promise I thought I was getting. We need to go somewhere. Outside? Yes. Isn't this exciting? Nyah. I looked away. Except I need to look because the words. What? You don't want to? I held up a pillow in front of me. It was meant to act as a barrier. Oh, you big scared cat. Come on. Shook my arm and pulled. No, I wouldn't go. Her grip was strong, or maybe I'd gotten weaker. But I stayed in place. Huh? So you really don't want to go? How come I can't just stay here? Oh, sweetie. I don't want the apartment to burn down. Huh? What exactly is in that bag? She made me dress in outside clothes. They were rugged and cold. The outside was even more rugged and cold. The street was wet. It must have rained. The people there were giving me looks. They were looking at me like I was trash, and quite frankly, living with Anna, I was. Why? What had I done to them? Nothing. What had I ever done to anyone? Nothing. You're sitting in your house doing nothing. Oh, hey. Ease up a little bit. You'll hurt my hand. I'm not sorry. I mean, sorry. I've kind of forgotten about my life and how I can live it without you. That's okay. If you really don't feel like it, we can go back home right now. Really? Yes. Well, couldn't you give me that option before? But I know you can do this. So will you do it? For me? Okay. Great. Thank you, Jack. You're so good to me. Where's my anger? Give me my anger back. Where are we? We walked for over 15 minutes. Ooh, looking up a sweat. My feet hurt, and my legs made clicking sounds. I hadn't really walked in over a week. You can't be that unfit for a week. But I didn't complain. We're almost there. Do you know where we are? Do you still have the plastic bag? Yeah, I shook my head. Anna had led me somewhere I'd never been. Each street we passed was dirtier and greyer and more abandoned than the last, and the people looked at us all the more meanly. I thought they were going to hurt us, but Anna wasn't afraid, so I did my best to be brave too. Whatever she had in the plastic bag, it wasn't heavy. Nah, she doesn't have it. The bag was so full it was almost the shape of a big bowl, but it still swung so lightly. What is in the bag, Anna? What do you think is in there? Grace? If I had to guess. Anna had noticed me looking. I don't know. Want to guess? Advantages? I didn't. I told her I didn't. I told her I couldn't think of anything. Bag of clothes. More plastic bags. Oh well, you'll see soon enough. You said you want to burn it, so wood. Our destination, I saw 5 minutes later, was an empty street. A whole street, blocks and blocks of it, completely abandoned. This is where I lived. The pavement was cracked, the buildings that still stood were hollow. And everything had grown with weeds. It was more a jungle than a city street. It was ugly. I hated to even look at it. Isn't it so beautiful? As beautiful as you. Yeah. Oh wait, is it actually beautiful? I'll show you the best spot here. It's my favorite spot. But it'll be our secret, okay? You can't tell anyone else. I'd have no friends, bud. We passed through a tunnel-like opening set in a tall, wide building. Beyond it was a field of brown-yellow grass. It came up to my chest. Pretty dang tall. Surrounding the grass were sides of a large apartment building. This used to be a courtyard. The building was a mottled, ugly grey. It was most likely been a prettier colour before it was burned down. It had so many windows, none of which had glass in them. They gaped down at us, empty and dark. On the spot was a square patch of concrete in the middle of the overgrown courtyard. It'd be quite nice, actually. Sounds like it. Once there, Anna handed me something from the plastic bag. It was a small gas canister and a box of matches. Then she emptied the rest of the bag onto the concrete. When I saw what the contents, my chest tightened and started to hurt. This. Anna, is this... On the ground, there was a few post notes, a pair of shoes, but mostly clothes. Just her stuff. I'd seen them before. They had belonged to someone I knew. Who? Oh yeah, I was thinking a bit more morbidly. Someone I had known an eternity ago. Like 2 months. Too long ago to remember. But I knew these things were important. You know what this is? Yes. I shouldn't. It's fine if you still recognize them. Completely fine. You're not mad? I'm not mad. I'm crazy. Give me that. Anna grabbed the gas canister from my hands. She poured the gas onto the clothes and shoes and post-it notes, down to the last drop. Then she tossed the canister aside and stepped away. The canister made a tiny, empty sound as it hit the concrete. Tunk tunk. After that, there was silence. Anna, should I... What do you think you should do? Are you really not mad? Do I look mad? Do what you think you need to do, Jack. And do it quick. It's growing dark and I didn't bring a flashlight. So I did what I thought I needed to do. I lit a match. Took me 3 tries to get it right because of my clumsy fingers. Cradling the little fire with my bare hands, I brought it over to her things. They were wet and stank of gasoline. I wonder why. I held the lit match above them. Why are you hesitating? Don't you want to do this? I don't know. I needed to do what Hannah wanted me to do, but the thought of doing it just made me want to lie down and cry. So that's what No, I didn't do that, actually. I couldn't explain why those things were so dear to me. They just were. The flame had almost reached my fingers. Anna, I don't think... Do it! I dropped the match. The little fire touched gasoline and bloomed. There's been so little sound effects in this fire. It's weird. Sudden heat made me step back. Those things, those shoes, the clothes, the little yellow notes were already crackling and turning to charcoal. But damn, what kind of gasoline was that? Anna stood by me. I waited for her to scold me, but she didn't. No, she put a hand in mine, our fingers interlocked. You did well. Why did you make me do this? Yes, you did well. When it came down to it, you did what you should. I dropped it by accident. I'm proud of you. Well, thanks. I warmed through my chest. No hurry for those scattered pieces of nothing on the ground faded away. I was with the love of my life. Except, Grace wasn't here. And she loved me and was proud of me. How could I care about some... I couldn't even remember what I'd been anymore. Oh, close? Whatever. Anna giggled. It's a bit more than a giggle. Made me so glad to see Anna happy. I pulled her closer. After a good minute of laughing, she sighed as if spent and looked at me. Wasn't that fun? Yep, it sure was. The things on the ground had already gone out. They were black and unrecognizable. Let's go back home. Okay, Hannah. You're so happy, aren't you? Why wouldn't you be? I'm happy too. The happiest I've ever been. Me too. The happiest I've ever been. Really? Yeah. Thank you, Jack. That means the world to me. We went away hand in hand. But before we walked out of the grass again, I looked back one last time. The things I had burned. Something moved at the edge of my vision, up in one of the glass windows. I looked again, but it was gone. This place is dangerous. Are there people here? Ah, you know what? There just might be. Bad people. We should get home soon as we can. Yes. Home. Where it's safe. That little slut! Hope she had a good look at us burning all this trash of hers. And Jack's burning it. God, I'm so proud of him. It hurts. I can't believe I miscalculated, though. I thought Grace was gone for good. Grace still loves us. I can't. But then there she was in a hallway asking where Jack was and what I had done with him. All this while, Jack was right on the other side of the door. Can you imagine what would have happened if I wasn't there? She would have knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, and she would have probably called out too. It would have scared Jack so badly, I can't bear to think about it. Thankfully, I wasn't wrong about everything to do with her. She hasn't called the police. I knew she wouldn't. I just didn't think she'd come back at all. But there she was, my beauty. She was still as scared as a little lamb. Her hands shook while she demanded I tell her what happened to Jack. Being in Anna's shoes. He can't be in there, can he? She stepped forward, but when I put myself between the door and her, she backed off again. I wonder how she didn't pee herself. She was so scared. Jack doesn't want to see you. Well, what are you doing with him? No one's seen him since I went away, and it's like he's disappeared. All his friends are what? Wait, he doesn't have any friends. He's been here the whole time? God, what are you doing to him? Be quiet. She's just making so much noise. I put a hand on her shoulder. Break away from her. I had to see if she had the guts to slap it away. She just stood there. Jack is perfectly fine. He's happy and doesn't want to see you again. I know he probably hates me now, but at least let me see him. I have to at least see him again. So annoying. Loneliness has made her desperate, unpleasant. That's what being yourself does. Look at us, dear Jack. We've been together again for a short while, and he's already such a sweetheart. And he was so prickly before. If you see him now, he'll tell you he hates you. Do you really want that? No, I don't want that, but then go away. It's as simple as that, don't you think? Even someone like you should understand. Why are you so... I thought we were... She swallowed hard. I have to see him again. Anna, please. Huh. Being alone has made you a real bitch, you know that? What? Did it? Were you lonely after all? It really makes me wonder. With how little money you took with you, I was sure you'd be living on the streets. But you're clean, you don't smell more than usual. I'm living with a friend. What does it matter? That's a lie, you don't have any friends. Grace gritted her teeth and glared at me. She wanted to run away in shame. She's so simple, so obvious. But she couldn't leave with Jack so close. So, where are you staying? Whose cock are you sucking for rent? Jeez. I'm not. Is that wrinkly old man you worked with? It's nothing like that. I'm living with Dom, but I'm not. Oh, are you? Then how are you paying back his hospitality? You don't have any money. You quit your job too. I checked. I'm not paying anything. Don't be shy. Oh, screw you. Move. So she didn't even swear at her. What a lovely gal. How violent. It's a good thing I separated her and Jack when I did. The more of this girl's influence, and who knows what could have happened. She tried to shove past me, but I had a little surprise in my pocket. Get the knife from the last thumbnail? Anna, is that? Yep. Don't you dare touch me again. That's not a nice face. I might do something bad. I pressed the knife against the side of her neck. I drew blood. I couldn't help myself. You son of an ass. But it wasn't a lot. I'm going to kill someone out in the open like that. I'm not stupid. Grace stood petrified. You can't do this. You'll call the cops? No, you won't. They won't believe you, and they never do. Right? She didn't lash out for once. She must have finally realized how useless it was to try. She shuffled away. I waved her off. It's only polite. She didn't even look back. But then she kept following me around, even after that. What a stalker. So I had Jack burn her things. I know she was watching. It was beautiful. Now she'll back off for good. So that's what was happening. I'm back! Welcome back. Hey, easy, you'll trip. The moment she touched me, those long hours of waiting were painted over by warmth. It made me so happy. Something smells good. Is it dinner? Yeah. Yes. Oh, you remembered. I'm so glad. To make dinner? Yeah. Made a casserole. I set the table and I served it. That was really tasty, Jack. Thank you. I wasn't happy with the meal. It was tasteless, and the meat was tough. But Anna said she liked it, so... Yeah, she's so kind. I wish I could help more. What do you mean? With money, I guess. I'm being very manly here, am I? I was being serious, but she laughed. That made me feel a bit stupid. You are a bit stupid right now, Jack. Oh, Jack. Money's no problem at all. I told you already, I've got a lot saved up, and the rent here is nothing. Anna hummed contentedly. A minute later, she stopped. There is something you can do, actually. Really? Yes, really. But I'm not sure if you'd be up to it. No, anything. Later, I'm too desperate to make you pleased. I'll do anything for you. Okay, then. What is it? How can I help? Wait until before bedtime, okay? When I heard what she wanted me to do, I didn't take it well. I was angry, furious. I felt betrayed. You want me to... Yes, I do. But no. You said that I'd never have to remember anything. You promised. I got up from the bed and started pacing from wall to wall, never looking at Anna. She wants me to remember. What she'd said hurt. How could you lie to me like that? Oh, baby. Please don't hate me. I was shivering with anger. I thought I might faint. But I didn't hate her. I couldn't. Even though, a few months ago I hated her with all my guts the moment I saw her. So I stopped walking and faced her. I know I was what I said, but this is important. Don't you believe me? There was only one thing I could say. Yes, I believe you. Thank you, Jack. I love you. I love you too. And I'm sorry. Don't say you're... Hearing Anna say she was sorry was, for some reason, like a punch in the guts. tugged at my memory. Ugh. She always said, I know, but that's not what I'm telling you to remember. You must remember that woman. Forget all you have left of her. Then what I want you to call goes much, much further back. It won't be easy, but when you do, when you remember, our love will be as deep as it's ever been. Don't you want that? I do. I love you. I want that. I want to love you even more. Tell me what I should remember. Anna embraced me with happy tears in her eyes. But she wouldn't tell me what I needed to remember. She said it would be pointless if I told her. I had to remember it all by myself. Anna ordered me to sit down in front of the alarm clock every day for at least an hour. I was to do this while she was at work. I was to have my eyes closed. I was to try digging back in my memories. Far, far back. Can you just sit there and think, I guess? Be weird to do. You know, you could probably do that too if you just sat and think about the past. Something you've forgotten, maybe some happy memory. Maybe some dark memory. It may surface. Something about your childhood, something your mother or your father's done for you. Your parents. I did as I was ordered. But the first time I tried, the very next day, it was all so foggy in my mind that I couldn't even start. Thinking felt slow. It was like walking through molasses. I only made myself tired. Before I fell asleep sitting up, one last thought came to me. Was thinking always so hard? No, not really. It's pretty easy to think. If you want to structure a thought, though, that's where it becomes difficult. The second time, too, I gave up right away. I couldn't do it. But I'd promised Anna. The next day, I tried harder. It hurt. And I felt like I was groping in the darkness, scared and all alone. But I did it. I had promised Anna. I waded further in. Oh, hey, Grace. What's up? Flash of a smile made my chest hurt. But I kept going. For love. Yes, love. Huh? Wait, which one did I love? Which one did I hate? Yes, I think you've gotten your story a bit backwards now. Things didn't used to be like this, did they? This feels wrong. Something was terribly wrong. Anna, I think your plan's backfiring. I need to make sense of it. I had a sudden realization. It's not gonna make me kill one of them and then love the other. Is it? Like, force me to kill one of them? Because you know I'd kill Anna. Nah, I don't know. You know, we'll wait and see. Hopefully they don't do that. Maybe they will. Yeah. Days later, while going back in my memory, I reached a wall. A dam! Built by divas. Yes. See, whatever. I felt I shouldn't try to climb over it. So I didn't. There were things out there I didn't want to see. So I went back to the puddle I'd been searching through. There was a stew of love and fear and hate and given and taken seamlessly at random. It was a mess. But it was a mess in my head. I would make it make sense. Ooh. Jack! Yes, Anna. Ooh. Chapter 6. Changed. Okay. So what's happened right now is we've basically flipped everything around, and we currently love Anna and hate Grace with everything. This is very interesting. I'm very intrigued to actually see where this goes. Yeah, well, I hope you've enjoyed. Keep a lookout for future videos. I do upload Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, though I missed yesterday by accident. Yesterday, I should say Saturday, because this upload will be a Tuesday something. So yeah, turned around, flipped it. Now we love Anna. Oh, I still can't get that story out of my head. Anna, I don't trust you, you weirdo. Though technically Grace is stalking us now, so technically they both got their weird habits. Well, there's no point theorizing. Just have to keep playing. I'll share my thoughts with you as we go along. Simple thoughts. My very simple thoughts. But, yeah, cool. Well, goodbye, goodbye! And have a lovely day. Music's really nice.